Listo. Tendría que haberme equipado... A ver... Este loa... Voy a hacer loa de acá porque tendría que haberme equipado el arco. Ahora sí. Blackwall. No. Dorian. Bull. Listo. Armor. Yo... Blackwell y Dorian. Listo. Sí, ya está. Ahora sí, ahora tengo el arco, porque me metí a pelear ahí y me entraron a cagar a palos porque sin el arco.
This was no servant. What was he doing here? Is that Gaspard's family crest on the hilt of that dagger? Time to have a word with the Duke. Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader.
Manéjense. Ahora sí. Ahora sí.
Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
Sal, Dorian, del medio. Yo no le había sacado el terror a eso.
Hold still!
Bull, ¿qué te pasa? Ya me tengo que ir. Pero no sin antes leer un libro. Hola. ¿Qué? ¡Ah! ¡No! Ah, bueno, están acá. Me re perdí. Volví. Se me apagó el cel. Ok. Hay que ser instruido. Me tengo que ir y me perdí. Me caí, siempre me pasa lo mismo. Me tiro por algún lado con ese skill y termino en cualquier lugar. Carajo, ¿dónde demonios estoy? La campana, escucho la campana. Voy a seguir el mismo camino que hice hoy, la puta madre. Sin saltos esta vez. Voy a seguir de largo, no me importa nada. He vuelto. Tía. Otro librito. No me hagas esto. Creo que por ahí puedo bajar. Sí. Vale pena, Dorian. ¿Cuándo no? ¿A dónde estoy disparando? ¿Qué estoy haciendo con mi vida? Ya me tengo que ir.
Fancy meeting you here.
Puta elfa.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. Slumming in the servants' quarters with the rest of your people, for once. We haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala.
Ambassador, is it? Whose ambassador are you exactly?
If the nobility is going to treat elves as if we are not citizens, we may as well have the trappings of a foreign power. You clean this place out. We'll take a
Dale,
month to
flaca,
get
que
all
tengo
the
que
tainted
volver a
blood off
bailar.
the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
Help me, help our people. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Does it seem strange that every single person at this party has tried to bribe us?
There is so much conniving and backstabbing here. Makes me homesick.
¿Por dónde vuelvo? No, me sacaron las armas. No, no quiero explorar nada, me tengo que ir. Y ahora acá tengo que responder cada pregunta con otra pregunta.
Inquisitor Lavellen. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalot. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Very well.
Tengo que hacerlo,
Shall we dance,
aunque
Your
no
Grace?
quiera.
I'd be delighted.
Esos peinados raros.
Have the Dalish gained a sudden passion for politics? What do you know about our civil war?
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin have been at each other's throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the
Uy,
palace.
se subió los vestidos
You
por
are
el
a
piso.
curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the
Déjenme su
concern to you,
arruga,
Your
bichos.
Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
¿Me vas a responder?
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
Dragon Age. Sí.
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Were you dancing with Duchess Floriane?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess tried to convince me Gaspard is the traitor, but I'm not sure I buy it.
Florian and her brother are thick as thieves, but she would give him up in an instant to save herself.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
¿Quiero que se muera o no quiero que se muera? Ya la he dejado morir varias veces. Y si sigue viva, la tipa de los elfos puede ayudar a los elfos.
I thought we were here to stop the assassination.
¿Por qué no
Listen to me
focus?
carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
I would support Gaspard, provided he's being framed.
Then Celine must die, so he may assume the throne. Not only that, he would also need to deal with Briala to end the war completely.
First, you'll need proof he's not in league with Corypheus before you hand him anything.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the royal wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
A matar gente. Es lo que sabe Hugo mejor. Otra prueba. Vamos a salvar. En una nueva. ¿Me puedo equipar? Tengo que subir. Ok, subamos pues. Por acá se puede subir.
Pardon me a moment.
No.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You... Pardon you, Lord Inquisitor.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial Guard.
Claro,
At least
no
it
me
should be
dice
amusing.
nada.
We haven't had such a menagerie at court in
Good evening,
Sí,
milady.
calla. Ok, 98.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again.
Where's
Tengo
the
que
servant
subir.
gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Esto no me habla.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Inquisitor?
My imagination.
Or are there more Inquisition?
It's been too long since I've had any word from Balawayo.
Anyone have a report on
Esa moneda no estaba hoy. Sí. Lo soy.
Interesting.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I'm starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
No, está. Pero atrevida se subió a la cama.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Some of those might have gone a bit far.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Sí, váyanse. Echate ahí, dale.
But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
Sí, déjame entrar.
Thank you.
Corta prueba el 2. Llegué hacia... Jala. Ay, fuck. Abrí rápido, dale que quiero terminar con el 100. Ah, sí. Me subió, bien.
Gaspard was not about to regret. We'd better have 2 or 3 at the minute. Germain brought his nephew's fight better than the rest of the council.
I told you this is closed. Use the main doors.
Interesting.
¿Dónde?
Waste of time.
Dame algo.
Well, that's useful.
Ahora me pide que vaya allá. Es fácil pedirlo, ¿eh? Ahora, de aquí a que yo llegue hasta donde me pide que vaya.
I need more servers in the ballroom. Where is everybody?
Sí, a mis personajes les gusta matar gente. Sí. Son malitos.
Interesting.
Voy a juntar todo esto, así cuando vuelva subo a 100 de nuevo. La reputation. Chui. Dale, jueguito. Ah, weapons. Dame esto. Sí. ¡Afuera! No te estoy hablando a vos y a mí. Casquito. Ay, ya lo tiene. Ya lo tiene. Ya están equipados todos.
Blackwall, you look very dignified.
Thank you.
Consider a scarf next time, a bit of color.
I shall leave the color to you.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Somebody. Anybody?
Pequeño.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace.
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Florianne?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
What were you trying to find in Florianne's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
Sí.
If there's a reason you distrust Briala, I want to hear it.
I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play Revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Most Orlesians would say that's Celine's scandal, not Briala's.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Sí, sí. No va a perder más tiempo. ¡Jala! Quítense del medio. ¿Por qué si es una habitación que ya no usa la mujer? Tiene la cosa prendida a fuego. Cositas azules.
What was that sound? Something's not right.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend.
¿Cuál tengo la marca?
You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that.
Okay,
Such a
nos
pity
vemos
you did not
mañana.
save one
Bye
final
bye.
dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
Not being kind, Florianne. He's got to get used to disappointment.
But not today, I think. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Buena.
To arms, Venatori!
7. No. Sí. Ah, qué trolo. Me llegó a pegar. Oh, sí. 7. Ah, mosquito. Hay que matar esa trola rápido. Está bien, vengador, vaya tranquilo. Ah, trolo. Aguantad, Bull, aguantad. ¿Y este pibe parado ahí? ¿Qué carajo? Y me sigue bajando la prueba. No es mi culpa, me están cagando a palos. ¿Por qué se me trancó?
Just his tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
I need you to tell that to the Empress.
Gaspard doesn't care who he hurts on his way to the throne, does he?
You saved my life. I owe you. And Gaspard still hasn't paid me. You want me to talk to the Empress, or the court, or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Okay. Me voy. Gloria. Se taran a veces. Voy a dejar el loot, no me importa nada. Voy a ver si puedo pasar con el 100% de la prueba. No, ninguna más. Todo estirada. No voy a llegar con el cielo, no creo que lo pueda entregar antes. Denme un segundo, por favor.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Volví. La voy a dejar morir.
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
¿Y Dorian? A Dorian le chupa un huevo. Está. Dorian le chupa un huevo.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
My friends, we have lost much. We have each seen a child, a lover, a friend consigned to the flames. The darkness has closed in around us. But even now, there is light. We must be that light. We must lead our people safely through these troubled times. We must be their guiding star. Tonight, the war dividing us must end.
My friends, we are here to witness a historic moment. A great change is coming for all of us. Isn't that right, Gaspard?
Nunca había visto esto, al menos estoy viendo algo distinto.
Florian! What have you done?
Don't be coy. It went just as we planned. I did this for you, brother.
Me? Have you gone mad?
No, not Gaspard. You did this for Corypheus.
What a terrible guest you are, interrupting your host. For Corypheus, kill them!
Siempre hay que pelearla a esta perra igual. Me da cosa la emperatriz ahora. Era buena gente. No es importante.
I should thank you. You played your part marvelously. Both Celine and Gaspard destroyed in a single blow. The Council of Heralds will devour each other, and while they do, Corypheus will come. His army will march on Orlais straight from the depths of a nightmare, and all Thedas will fall.
Not on my watch.
That is precisely why I led you out here, Inquisitor. Your death will be the crowning jewel of my victory tonight.
No, si me hago invisible primero.
So good of you to attend my soirée.
No le pegó una mierda. Ah, sí. Tiene los mismos skills que yo, la hija de puta.
Find Florian! Hurry! Leaving so soon, Your Grace? She's up on the wall!
Sí, sí, la vi, la vi.
Watch out! He's up to something. Florian, hurry! Back me up!
Pota, pota. Yo también me hago invitrolo. Siempre caigo en un árbol.
On the walls again! I'm starting to feel slighted.
El río se maneja solo. Se muere, se va a morir, se va a morir.
Come out, Florian! Your party is finally picking up. Stay lively. Someone's a
Curate, Bull. Loot. Y qué loot de mierda. No pasa nada, gente, tranquilos. Solo dejé morir la emperatriz. Está todo bien. Todo bien. Chun churururum, chun churuchuchum. Todo el mundo sigue como si nada,
Wasting your
sigue la
time
música,
trying
todo.
to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it. You're a traitor by association.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
You're done meddling, Briala. Gaspard will be the Emperor.
You think you can keep him in power? Really? Will you sit by his throne and hold his hand to fend off the accusations of the court?
I found a servant who can attest that you and the Empress were intimate at the time she purged Hallam Shiral's alienage.
If that were to get out, I don't see your allies standing with you for long.
I see.
The important thing right now is for the Empire to have stability.
You think you did this for the good of Orlais? This is a grab for power. A child could see that.
The game is over, Rabbit. You played well, but you lost. Your death today will bring years of security to the Empire. Come, my friend. You and I should address the court. We all owe you our lives, Inquisitor. I will remember that. You've been a friend. I am not a man who forgets his friends. Stand with me.
No me importa.
We should speak to the people together.
Ya está.
And so, the crown falls to me. This is not the victory I hoped for. I wanted this moment filled with song, not with sorrow. But I have always been a soldier. As every soldier knows, the difference between defeat and victory is how it is named. An enemy has struck the Empire in its very heart. As your Emperor, I promise justice. Orlais will not allow such atrocities. Corruption, deceit, Murder, to go unchallenged. We will face this Corypheus. He will know the wrath of the Lion. We will fight, shoulder to shoulder with the Inquisition. Together, we will send our enemy to the Maker's judgment.
With your help, we will end this crisis and restore peace to Thedas.
We have much work ahead, but that is
La
for
gente
another
me
day.
parece contenta.
Tonight,
Ahora tengo que hablar con mi gente, a ver por qué no está contenta.
and prepare yourselves for the battle ahead.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero. Hidden away, despite the efforts of all Orlais, to find you. Gaspard drunkenly toasts in your honor. Deliverer from darkness. And other titles complimentary and awkwardly phrased.
That's what I do. Fall out of the sky, make bad decisions, and somehow everyone still follows me.
So they do. It seems I am also to join that esteemed crowd. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Gaspard wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Gaspard never liked my attendance at court. He wishes me as far from here as possible. Mayhap he feels the Inquisition a convenient repository for unwanted apostates. I cannot say. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais, and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages. I suspect this is also true of Corypheus, thus it behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close, after all.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
There was an ancient dowager looking for you. Said she had 12 daughters. I told her you'd left already. You can thank me later or now. But you look lost in thought. Something on your mind?
Sí, eso lo vamos a hacer.
Maybe I could have forced some kind of peace agreement. Maybe Celine didn't have to die.
Sitting on the throne's a risky job. She knew that.
Entonces, ¿por qué desaprobaste que la dejé matar?
What you need is a distraction. I have just the thing. Let's dance.
Sí, sí.
I was hoping you'd ask.
Thank goodness one of us has a little initiative.
Con toda la armadura. Bueno, terminó. Básicamente con esto llegué a la mitad de la historia. Una quest que me llevó 1 hora y media. Y que la había empezado en el último stream de Dragon Age que hice hace mucho. Ah, me voy a prender el ventilador. No hay más. Ya vengo. ¿Y a mí? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Quieres salir? Ahí está. Chum churururum. Chum chuchururum. Ay, siempre demora tanto en cargar. Ahí está.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Make us mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lord Inquisitor.
¿Qué está pasando acá?
Please, may I have a word with you?
Just when you've solved one crisis, another springs up to take its place.
I am sorry to place this burden on your shoulders, but you are the only one who can help. With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine.
Ooh.
We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
No.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to.
Sí, tengo que ir a hablar con mi party a ver si todavía me quieren. Shoot.
Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. Now that the political situation has stabilized, we can devote more Inquisition resources to pursuing Corypheus. I would talk to Hawk. Soon.
Okay. Vamos a hablar con mi gente.
Need wheels for the training dummies. Moving targets.
Voy a salvar. Porque si hay algo que tengo más miedo que fallar una de esas misiones es hablar con Cassandra. Hola.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
Esta monja la odio.
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Creo que quiero hacer que Cassandra sea la nueva super monja.
Talk to her, your worship.
No me agrada.
Is there a problem? It seems like she's bothering you.
Mother Giselle is kind, and she means well. So, yes, she was. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next divine. Because of what happened at Halam-Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Bueno, al menos no lo...
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps
Sí.
I must be the one to change it.
Sí.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I
Sí,
suppose
que sea
I should
Cassandra,
not
la
be
nueva
so
super
concerned.
monja.
The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Vuelvo a hablar con ella.
It's good to see you.
So you're a candidate for Divine.
Claro, o sea que llegó a un nivel de amistad en el que no le importa ya lo
Is
que
that
haga.
something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity.
Y me focus.
I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the
Diferente
Sunburst
como.
throne.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
No.
Thank you. Let's
poco
hope
más
the
largo.
Chantry clerics agree.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Lo tengo más enrolado que hace poquito. Me va cambiando a medida que me crece raro.
Running late again. We have to keep the schedule. Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut.
Sí, sí.
Although it is yet bewildering at the center.
Ya está.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
No. Quédate.
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views.
A mí por ahora no me aburrió el pelo.
Perfectly
Pero-
legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor.
En cualquier momento
I
lo...
believe it was
Pues
felt
no
that
cualquier
the
momento, pero en
quartermaster
algún
should be
momento
more
más
powerful.
adelante,
Now
cuando
the
me
Inquisition
aburra de
is in
todo,
play.
lo voy a volver a cortar.
She continues to serve, just
Ya
not
me lo he
at
cortado
the
muchas veces. Nunca lo he dejado crecer tanto.
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new
Que me aburro cada tanto del pelo. Mi pelo pasa de estar largo a corto, a más largo, a
And
muy
your
corto.
qualifications?
Bastante serio. Por ahora me estoy aguantando.
My question. I am the
Muchas
nexus of a
gracias,
dozen
Focus.
threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But
Un pelo
I will rise to the
de
occasion.
Yami o mío pegado en la
Skyhold
nariz. No
will
sé.
want for nothing. I swear it.
Y habla mucho este hombre. A ver, la última
How's it
pregunta.
going? Do we have what we need?
Joker debería estar por llegar del trabajo ya.
You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
Bien, bien. Seguí
As you were.
trabajando.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Más te vale. ¿Qué le velea? Vamos a seguir hablando con la gente.
Another time.
Cassandra, ya hablé. Y acá tenemos a Bull, a Cera y a Cole. Chinchi, voy a salvar. Creme, ¿tienes algo?
Inquisitor?
Can you think?
The nobles will lose the men they meant for... Certainly. What can I tell? Ended up retreating after all
no
that.
tiene nada.
The rival choked to death a year later on a chicken bone.
We'll talk later.
Ahí otra vez. A ver, Bull.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I hate politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
Sí. Hay bardos. En todas las... Siempre es la misma, siempre es el mismo, es esta piba que viaja a la ciudad donde está el Inquisitor, viaja ella para cantarle. No, está bien el juego, está muy bien. Pasa que es viejito y se le nota.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around on
Uy,
pin
me
and
cerró la
pants
puerta en la
like
cara.
fool. Made my day bright, it did. Make a note.
One for the Empress. For Gaspard. Briala. The Duchess. And Caritas. Right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. And a total arse, too. I thought Gaspard was tired of that game, but he settled in real easy. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. You want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
De la risa, porque está re loca la tipa esta y es re difícil. ¿Cómo es? Es muy difícil hacer amistad con ella y es muy fácil de que te mande a la mierda y que te vaya.
Something on?
I'll be back if I need you.
Vamos a subir al piso de Cole. Vos sabés que traté de poner los subtítulos en español y cuando trato desde el juego me dice que lo haga desde la interfaz de Origin y cuando lo hago desde Origin me dice que no se puede. Así que queda en inglés.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
I didn't understand the grand ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks? Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
Sí. No, cuando vos te haces el personaje, si te lo haces hombre o mujer, hay distintos hombres y mujeres con los que podés estar.
So, Cole. Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint.
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Yo, ¿cómo es?
Let's talk about something else.
Siempre me haga el personaje que me haga, siempre termino juntándolo con Dorian.
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced
Y el
daggers.
día que me haga una mujer no sé por qué a Dorian no le gustan, así que...
Let's talk about something else.
Claro, lo de las dagas no me lo destrabo.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Está. Voy a ir a hablar con Calen. Tengo que hacer la misión de él. Calen estaba. Calen no está acá. Bien, Barry. ¿Dónde está Calen? Perdí un Calen. Hola. este es el coso nuevo, ¿verdad? Sí. Callan se supone que está por acá. Me preocupa, ¿dónde está este pibe? Ah, yo sabía.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Acá puedo... Ay, no empuja. Acá ya puedo avanzar en la misión de... ¿Por qué, Focus? Why are you sad? ¿A dónde me lleva esto? Solas. ¿Todo bien?
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits? Broken promises?
Digimon.
Half-truths? It is a palace full of motivation. And motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Gaspard should be a steadfast ally. Especially after delivering him both Celine and Briala.
My sensing concern over how we dealt with Brianna.
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No, they are not. I joined the
Medio
Inquisition to
asquerosito,
save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Es que sí se había cortado el stream.
Briala had a perfect plan if you wanted everyone to kill each other. I'm trying to avoid that. You could have focused on actual threats.
Easy to say. Harder to remember when few people can see you, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Ok, Solas no está enojado. Vamos a hablar con Barry, ya que está acá. Ah.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Yep. Ahora estos palos son parte de la decoración.
Business is good.
Could be
Yo
better.
puse palos
Challenge
como
complete.
decoración.
New frontiers?
You know me very, very well.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Could I ask...
You want to talk about...
No, no tiene nada. Vamos a hablar con Dorian. Hello.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. An empress dead, her replacement in your pocket. A charming fellow, though still a bit of a thug. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No? Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way.
tasted like despair. It's fascinating.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me. You seem very interested in my opinions.
I need to talk to you.
I am, as you say down south, all ears.
No hay nada. Fiona no me importa. Esto no me importa. Entro esto acá. Y... no. Tengo que ir a hablar con la tipa esta. ¿Qué pasa? ¡Ajo! ¡Ajo! Loriana.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
If the Chantry is a sinking ship, I say let her sink.
The Chantry did terrible things to
A
you.
esta le puedo decir lo que quiera porque
I understand
no
why you might
tiene
hate it. But do you think ages of elven hatred will just disappear if the Chantry does? Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
It was the Chantry that taught people hate and fear.
If the Chantry led them to this place, it can lead them out of it. The people are sheep, Inquisitor. They need to follow. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems. They tell me you have a gift for shadows and blades.
When you put it that way, it makes it sound so elegant.
It does, doesn't it? Mysterious. Even romantic. Pretending it's something else sometimes makes it easier. As your spy master, may I say that I am pleased. My agents appreciate that they can look at the Herald and see themselves. Have I ever talked about my friend Zevran? He was an Antivan crow. He wasn't always good at it. We only met because he failed to kill a mark. But he made me laugh.
Zevran.
I'll leave you to your work.
Zevran es un personaje del 1. ¿Cuántos años tiene esta mujer? ¿O es del 2? No, Zebra, no, Zebra. Sí, están los dos. Estaba de más, Zebran. Me falta... No sé, ir a buscar a Kallen. Uy, tengo a alguien para jugar. Vamos a salvar porque acá sí me importa el resultado.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
Are you serious? I did my part. She's dead.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is some water.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon, guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough.
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
Ah, pensé que era algo serio, no juzgar el cadáver de la señora. ¿Qué me falta? Ah, la tipa esta de acá arriba. Bien, nunca me acuerdo de ella, pobre. Había una manera de llegar a ella por acá, creo. Acá. Señora pelada. Vamos a salvar. Sí. Y después me falta hablar con... allá. Entre las dos sillas no pasa.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
No lo maté ya.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success. You did well enough at the Winter Palace, my dear. It's not every
Estoy
day an
avanzando en las
emperor
misiones de
lives
todos. Good. Investigate. No. Nada. Menos mal que no pierdo vida acá adentro.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
¿Qué?
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Ah, sí. Chun, 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 chun. Ahora, Cullen, ¿volviste a tu sitio? ¿Qué es esto?
Exciting, isn't it? Succession and the opportunity it brings in the halls of power.
ya tengo todos los... Quiero sacar esta marquita.
Inquisitor, you have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares unique. I sell influence.
Es lo mismo que el enano, pero es un elfo.
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose to extend your reach today?
Acá. ¿Y qué me da esto? ¿Qué me da? Poder. Nada más. Esto es muy caro. Ok. Ahora. Voy a subir... Ah, Blackwell. Siempre me olvido de alguien. Son demasiados. Blackwell.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
¿Y dónde está Cullen? Arriba, como siempre. Ok, subamos pues. Me falta hablar con alguien. ¿Cómo llegué a la cocina? No conozco mi propio castillo, gente. Voy a hacer fast travel.
Inquisitor?
Voy a sacar las plantas ya que estoy. No tendría que haber ahí. Creo que tengo que ir a redecorar el castillito. Ah, y para allá estamos arriba. No quisieron esto. Ok. Ahora sí voy a buscar acá. Chin chichirirín, chin chin chichirirín. Y está... Uy, me caí. Para allá. Pisotea a alguien. De acá, de. Cullen.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me. As long as you weren't aiming at me, I'm sure the box had it coming. I swear, I didn't know you were... I never meant for this to interfere. you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my knight commander, and for what?
Con todo el mundo después de la misión,
Fear
viste, del
of
palacio.
mages ended in madness.
Sí. Ah, llegaste
Kirkwall
sola.
Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want
Llevo 1 hora y
nothing to
media
do with
caminando.
that life?
Mhm.
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
¿Qué se blurea? Bien. Avancé en la misión de calma. ¿Ya está? ¿Te calmaste,
I need a
hijo?
moment. Could we speak another time?
Sí, sí, sí. Muy bueno. Creo que ahora sí, hablé con todo el mundo. A ver. Hablé con Cassandra, hablé con Cera, hablé con Dorian, hablé con Blackwall, Cole, Lian, Solas, Barrick, Iron. Listo. Sí. Sí. Lo siguiente que va a hacer el Inquisitor ahora va a ser redecorar su casa. Porque es muy importante.
You have to admit, it looks bad.
Es una naranja. Nunca. Sí. Y tal vez le cambie la ropa.
Still waiting for your letter of marque or commendation. A ver, porque yo no sé si me falta agregar cosas o esta es la pichi decoración que puse de los elfos. No, porque decoré todo el hold, ¿viste? Y elegí lo de los Dalish. Y es una cagada. Unos troncos ahí. No me gusta. No. No. Dalish. Vamos a decorar todo como T20. Para que Dorian no extrañe. La cama. Winter. El trono me gusta así. Esto es trabajo. Las ventanas sí las voy a dejar así. Esto debe ser lo de TV. Listo, ahí cambio. Upgrade potions. Por healing. Sí. Ahora, quiero esto. Esto es lo que está creciendo todavía. Destroyer, sí, volví. He vuelto.
Voy a mejorar la de healing. Es la única que puedo, así que... Ahí está. Cassandra no me importa. Dorian tiene todas sus botas. Blackwell también. Y... Upperwood. ¡Ah! No tengo el... Y no tengo Steam Glue. ¿Qué pasó? No voy a vender nada. Nunca se fue. No se escucha el ruido de la computadora.
Mejor.
Sí, buen mueble se ve. Estoy feliz. Bueno, me voy a ir al cuarto. Voy a cambiarme la ropa. Me molesta que nunca arreglen tipo todo el castillo. El camino al cuarto sigue siempre roto. A ver. Mi ropa. Casual wear. Este no me gusta. Formal, no. Outdoor. Ah, no, creo que con esta sería demasiado gay, incluso para mi personaje. A ver la otra. No, le voy a dejar que tire. Así está bien. Bueno, voy a bajar, voy a organizar, voy a ver qué hago. Ah, leveleé, así que en realidad eso es lo que voy a hacer. Levelear. Un punto. No, quiero... Esto ya le di. Esto también. Voy, está. Cassandra no me importa. Cera tampoco. Dori. El de Necro ya se lo maximicé con lo que quería. Podría poner algo de chill. ¿What? ¿Por qué no tengo puntos para Dorian? No le valió a él. ¿Qué carajo? Solo... Oh, solo yo subí de nivel. Esto es raro. Iron Bull tiene puntos. ¿Qué te pasa? Ah, y yo le estaba subiendo esto por los pasivos. Sí, le voy a dar a este, pero no le voy a poner el skill. Así pongo este. Y... ¿está? Nadie más tiene punto. Barret tiene 11 puntos, pero Barret no me importa. Está.
tendría que hacer esto. Voy a ir a la mesa de guerra a ver qué me dicen. Ahora sí se nota que está decorado. Antes hay unos palos contra la pared, nada más, y unos trapos colgando. Sí, hace ruido. Josie, hola.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
No, I should think not. I must confess, when Celine was killed, my first reaction wasn't sorrow. It was disappointment. How could the Empress of Orlais be taken in by the Duchess's plot?
Ah, sí, I feel guilty about Celine. No.
Powerful
puedo
or not,
demostrar que me
even an
arrepentí de la
empress can't
decisión
know
que tomé.
everything.
No, evidently not. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Playing the game was thrilling. We did just make history.
With Celine gone, I don't know if it will be for the better or the worse. Although I do wish Varric would show a bit more restraint in his accounts of the evening.
Okay. A ver si sí, ya debo tener el poder para destrabar eso. Cuando yo un objetivo. Será para Dori.
Inquisitor.
To work?
Yep.
At your service.
Listo. Y tengo 13, así que no me da para el otro. Será Bruce. Uy, me quiero mirar. A ver. Team Roll. Esta está interesante para hacer. O el basic. Ah, pero lo tengo que destrabar. A ver. A ver si me da. Black Emporium. Deep Room no puedo. Pero este sí. Vamos a ir acá.
I have requests for information on your lineage from a few interested parties at the Winter Palace.
Andraste, preserve me. Feel free to use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
Vamos con Doria, Blackwell y Iron. Vamos a explorar un lugar nuevo. Y como todo lugar nuevo va a estar un anís cargando. Ah, no. Bien.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
It's not that I'm not excited about this, but why are we excited about this?
Hear me out, Your Worship. This find will have value both historical and practical. Inquisitor Emeritus stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
Thought you might like that.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
Of course.
We'll continue this another time.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
A ver, voy. Dormí un ratito, ven, curate. Ahí está. No, las botas ya están y allá está la mesa. ¿Qué misión tengo acá que me marca? Hablar con este señor.
Lady Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Have you been able to locate Inquisitor Emeridon's resting place?
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain that it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay. Voy a venir derecho para el otro campamento. Ay, ¿qué le pasa a la cámara? Así recorremos la zona nueva. Voy a agarrar mi caballito ciervo extraño. Se desconfiguró. Ahora porque acá no voy a poder subir al lomo de este bicho. Hello. Ok, encontré dos muy rápido. El último va a ser una tortuga. Bueno. Platita. Un esqueleto con una flecha. Qué bonito. Sigue mi cabra, no sé. A ver, esto está muy lejos. Está muy arriba. Ah, voy a seguir. Voy a seguir el punto que me marqué. ¿Qué me marca ahí en azul? ¡Ah! Un coso de estos. A la mierda, nivel 20. Está re duro. Ah, no me dropeó nada. ¿Qué nivel soy? 16. Esta zona sí que es 4 niveles más alta que yo. Ahora se puede. Yendo con cuidado y haciendo quick save, se puede. Por ahora todo parece tranquilo. Estoy esperando encontrar una zona donde el mar se buguea y aparece como en el medio de la tierra. Acá hay bichos. Se partieron.
Not a bad spot to camp.
Parece que no hay nada. Ok. Se sube por aquí. Trepa. Vamos a ver qué es esto que me marcaba acá. Ah, los voy a dejar, los voy a dejar. Me marca esto, pero... Ah, debe estar en la cueva. Sí. Agarra la piedra. Allá hay un bicho al que no le quiero ir a pelear.
¿A qué prefiero pegarle?
Kill the Inquisitor.
No.
Death to his hold.
No.
Hakon's glory.
Al Inquisitor déjenlo quieto. El Inquisitor quiere vivir. No le pego nada. Yo no le pego mucho, pero entre todos le pegamos bastante. ¿Dónde está? No lo encuentro. No lo curó el hijo de puta, corrió.
The jaws of Hakon don't like us much. What'd we do this time?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
Ok, esta zona está salada. Me voy a meter en la cueva. Tengo miedo. Hay ruidos ominosos al fondo. Me robo la cueva. Sí. Otro librito. Y sigue por acá. ¿A dónde salimos? Voy a tratar de ir corriendo hasta allá y sobrevivir en el intento. Araña. Y sí, muerta. ¿Me revivió a mí? Me llegué a morir y ni me di cuenta. Oh, por Dios. No te tomes la cuota cuando estoy para tirar una que nos cura los días. Una vez. ¿Cuándo no?
You have something to say, mage?
If I had something to say, I'd say it.
That's it? I'd expect more from a man who can't stop talking about how clever he is.
And I'd expect no less from a brutish thug.
Better that than a pompous brat.
Oh, such camaraderie.
I apologize, Inquisitor.
Y ahora le estoy pegando las piedras. Algo para meter acá. Nada, vamos a ver la diferencia de nivel. No, para allá no voy a ir porque si estas arañas me cagan a palos, pelear en un rift va a ser un infierno. Me dejaron. Ok. Perfecto. Sigamos nuestro camino hacia el siguiente campamento. Y creo que después que descubra todos los campamentos voy a terminar esto. Escucho venatore. Sí. Esto. Me quiere dar. La tiró para cualquier lado, pero la curó. Gira, gira y rueda. No le pegues a ese bicho, pelotudo. Ay, ¿qué le pasa? ¿Qué me ocurre? Encontré el campamento. Está acá arriba. Oh, está lleno. Mira, todo esto me pegó un mosquito. Ok. La incursión a esta tierra está siendo todo un fracaso. Aunque si llegué hasta acá, voy a dejar acá. Pero acá sí. Voy a llegar al otro campamento. Como sea. Para allá. Ok. Ahí está. No, había otra. 70 de vida. Ya vas a revivir. Qué tranquilo. Vale. Corramos. Ya hay un rift que lo voy a pasar de largo. Tengo que subir. Trepa más rápido. Siempre hay tiempo para juntar una pelea. Mucho como dinosaurios. Creo que por acá puedo pegar la vuelta. Sí. Estoy abajo. Sí se puede. Acá arriba también. Mataron a uno. Listo. ¿Y qué me falta? Ahí ya no estoy en combate. Vamos al último campamento de la zona. Por allí. Pero por la cueva no, tengo que seguir por el río. Okay. No voy a llegar al nivel 17 farmeando estas arañas, pero bueno. Me voy a mantener lejos del rift. Yo voy a seguir, ustedes hagan lo que se les cante. Yo me voy a hacer indie y a correr. Ahí está. Uf, lo logré. Me voy de este lugar al demonio. Vamos a ver, me voy a dejar pronto para el próximo día. Vamos a terminar con Crespo. Y Crespo está. Creo que tengo una misión para entregar acá en la mesa. Sí.
Word for you.
Ah, no. ¿Qué estoy haciendo?
Dispatch for you.
Vale.
What is it?
Reportea.
You may want to look into this. Dispatch for you.
What is it?
This could help us.
Ah, me voy a quedar acá. Vamos a salvar. Más gente. Mi gente, mañana es jueves, así que mañana va a ser o algo random o Minecraft si puedo coordinar con Nat. Hoy fue bastante Dragon Age por un día, con 1 hora y media de hablar con gente. Hey Gori, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Ay, no quería dispararle a nadie. No sé si estabas lurkeando o justo llegaste cuando me estaba yendo, pero ya me voy. Nos vemos mañana con algo. No sé qué va a ser. Bye.